Have you ever wondered how a small online shop, maybe just one person, can sell something for thousands of pounds and actually go head-to-head with the big retail giants? You might think, no way, it's impossible. But what if the secret to selling high-value stuff isn't about having a massive budget? What if it's something else entirely? Well, let's get into it.
Right, so this is the assumption a lot of people make. To sell expensive things online, you have to be a huge, famous brand with a bottomless marketing budget. But what if that's just not true? What if for certain high-value products, being small is actually your biggest strength?
And this gets us to the core idea. In what we call high-trust e-commerce, it's that personal trust that really outweighs the size of your brand. And to show you exactly how this works, we're going to dive into the surprisingly fascinating world of adjustable beds. Trust me, it's the perfect case study. Okay, so where is the opening for a small seller? Well, it all starts with this massive shift in the market itself. See, the reason people are buying these beds has completely changed, and that's exactly where the opportunity is. It's not just a piece of medical equipment anymore. This is the key right here. What used to be something you'd only see for medical recovery has now turned into a well-being and lifestyle product. We're talking about couples who have different sleeping needs, people working from home who want a comfy setup, or really anyone who's serious about getting the best sleep possible. The audience for this has just exploded.
And this quote, it just nails it. Nobody, and I mean nobody, impulse buys a 2,000-pound bed. They do their homework, they compare everything, and they have a ton of questions. So the winner isn't the biggest company, it's the one who answers those questions the best and builds that all-important trust.
So how do you actually do it? How do you become that person, that trusted guide for the customer? Look, this isn't about getting into a price war with the big box stores. You'll never win that. It's about outsmarting them with a better, more human approach. So here it is. Here's the playbook.
And you know what? The playbook is actually pretty simple. Be clearer, be more helpful, and be more human. It's these three things where the giant retailers often drop the ball. Their sheer size forces them to be generic and impersonal. But for a small seller, this is your superpower. You can absolutely shine where they can't.
All right, let's start with number one. Be clearer. This is all about cutting through that confusing technical jargon that manufacturers just love to use. You have to remember, your customers don't buy features, they buy what those features can do for them. They buy benefits. Your job is simply to be the translator. Okay, now check this out. What's so powerful here is how simple the fix is. I mean, nobody is Googling independent head articulation. What they are thinking is, can I sit up and read in bed without a mountain of pillows? So Head Up for Reading connects instantly because it speaks to what they actually want to do. It just works. Now let's take this idea of being clear and apply it where it matters the most. Your product page. Seriously, this one single page is where trust is either won or lost in a matter of seconds. This right here, this is a checklist for how to lose a sale. You've got vague claims like heavy duty, what does that even mean? Confusion about which mattress will work, surprise delivery costs popping up at the end. All of this just creates anxiety and doubt, and just like that, poof, your customer is gone. But on the flip side, this is what a great page looks like. It's helpful. It's human. It actually starts by telling the customer, hey, this bed is perfect for you if. It answers all the big questions right away. Mattress compatibility, total height, and especially delivery. No surprises. This is how you build real confidence.
And yeah, this is the question, isn't it? This is the one that stops so many brilliant entrepreneurs in their tracks. You get the strategy, you're ready to be that amazing, trusted guide, but the whole technical side of building a website that can actually do all this just feels so overwhelming.
Well, the good news is you really don't have to be a tech wizard anymore. There are these done-for-you services that are designed to handle all the techie stuff so you can focus on what you're good at, being that trusted seller. A great example is a service called Make Local for Global, which is built to just completely remove that barrier.
The whole point of a service like this is to get rid of the friction. So instead of you spending months fighting with code and plugins and all that nonsense, they handle the entire technical build. This lets you go from having a great idea to having a professional, live shop in just a handful of days.
And the real key here is that it's the whole shebang, an all-in-one package. It's not just a website template. It covers all the essential stuff you'd normally have to figure out on your own, like your domain, your hosting, and getting payments set up. It's designed to get you selling, not just get you online.
Now, we have to talk about the business model for a second because this part is really crucial.
As you can see, when you sell on a big marketplace, they often take a pretty hefty cut from every single sale. With a service model like this one, you just pay a flat fee. That means you keep 100% of your revenue. For a new business, that's a total game changer.
And that fee? It's transparent and refreshingly simple. Just one all-inclusive price for the whole year that covers all those essentials we just talked about. I mean, for a small business that's trying to manage its cash flow, that kind of predictability is golden.
So, let's bring this all home. The big takeaway here is that you don't need a giant marketing budget to win in high-value e-commerce. Your real, lasting advantage is your ability to earn trust by being the clearest, most helpful, and most human guide your customer can find.
That is the advantage you can build, an advantage that's based on trust, not on your budget. It works for adjustable beds, and you know what? It works for any big purchase that people really think about. So the only question left is, are you ready to be that trusted guide?